hate puppies. It's good to be back.
Good podcast.
I feel threatened.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, the only podcast dedicated to solving first world problems and hopefully helping you figure out what you should be, I'll say eating or drinking, but again, it's another drinking episode this weekend. Especially if you happen to live in like the West Virginia, Pennsylvania area.
Why is that?
Because the beer I have selected for this weekend comes from Pittsburgh.
Gotcha.
And it seems to be prevalent there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually excited to try it.
Does it start with an I?
The brewery?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, there's no Iron City in this month. Pittsburgh, not... well, no, Pittsburgh is the Iron City beer. Boy, that is some bad beer, huh?
Yeah.
Have you drank a lot of Iron City in your life?
There was a spell.
Yeah. No, I've been under a couple of those spells myself. I find that I drink that beer a lot when I would go to Seven Springs to go skiing. I'd be like, yeah, I need some Iron City. And there was a time where in the old Pallet House, I had cases of Iron City that I had picked up when I was there because I thought, this is great beer, because I was broke.
Yeah, when you're in a lower socioeconomic level, when you can have a different beer, it's like getting strange. You're like, oh, this is different than PBR.
Yeah, exactly. And that was kind of how I treated it. So I had cases of it, and I would just always have some in the fridge. And I always felt special because I was like, yeah, this is Iron City. And Icy Light.
I don't think I had that.
Oh, don't get it twisted. It gets worse. It's good. You lose some of that flavor and add some more nasty. I actually like it quite a bit. Yeah, the old Icy Light. In fact, it doesn't even say Iron City. I think it just says Icy Light on it. It's,
So I noticed you and Troy missed last week.
that's the...
I guess your marriage is back to normal now after having a nice uptick.
Yeah, we had to take a little time off.
Because you had such a good marriage run for a week.
And then we were like, you know what we should do? We should not podcast so that we can keep our marriages intact. And it worked like a charm. Yeah, I think that is the third time in 10 years that we have put out a best of or something similar to that. Well, one time we skipped a week and then...
I noticed your best of choice. You must have been Russian.
No, Ukrainian.
But
It's different. It's actually different.
What I meant was it really the best of?
The last 45 minutes of that has gotten a lot of listener kind of
Gotcha.
interaction. The story of getting the dog. The first 45 minutes, I genuinely don't even recall if it was any good. Was it bad?
I mean, it was fine.
It was 5 years old.
Stu was in on it.
It was a stew-full episode.
Yeah.
Adam reached out and was like, it's hilarious listening to this, knowing the dog is deaf.
We didn't know it at the
No,
time.
you did not know it at the time.
Yeah, that was literally just the story.
You were like, oh, I've got this purebred and I got such a deal on it. Like, yeah, that's why.
I guess that is the kind of the follow-up to those that listened to last week.
Mm-hmm.
The dog's deaf.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Still is.
Yeah, we didn't know that at the time. We just know testicles, a good dog. That's all we knew at the time.
Dave's rocking a real clean Bears hat. Did you already bring that out?
Real clean Bears hat.
Surprise!
Yeah.
I'm out of the
You're
closet.
coming out, huh? Fingernails are painted. I like it.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that. There was a
Experiment.
little incident that went down over here.
Oh,
Are you familiar with this?
no.
Is this news to you?
News to me.
Oh, great news. Yeah, Dave's a Bears fan.
Well,
What?
in progress. It's an experiment to
Now
see.
that you say it, does Dave have a football team?
No, he does not, Troy.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard him like. He's a gambling man.
Funny you say that, Troy. You see, Dave made a comment a couple weeks ago. We were sitting out here hanging out, and Dave made a comment, "Yeah, I don't really have a football team." And I'm like, you don't have a football team.
Pro football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't have a pro football team? And he's like, I don't. He's like, I've just always been a college football guy. That's kind of what I'm into.
It's better.
So I just don't have a pro team. You know, I got some, I mean, I guess I care. And I was like, hold on. So like unaffiliated, just
So he's for sale.
so he's for sale. That's exactly right.
And I'm not a bandwagoner.
Yeah.
And that was the other
you
thing.
can't pick
Yeah.
the Chiefs.
Right.
Or, you know, like a lot of people have, ironically.
That was
I
precisely
knew
what
one
he said.
Chiefs fan.
And even though
No shit.
even though the Patriots are on the decline, you can't
yeah.
pick that.
No.
So he said, I just don't want to be a bandwagon fan of a team. And I said, well, you know, I've got a team
Yeah. Yeah.
who really doesn't have any bandwagon fans left because they peaked in 85.
Yeah.
So we're coming up on 40 years. Well, we are.
It's a good team.
I do remember the Super Bowl shuffle very well.
Sure, because you were alive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you remember it, and you're
I mean,
like,
I was like, those guys are cool.
yeah, because in the 80s they were cool. They were the personification of cocaine and touchdowns,
Yeah.
and lack thereof for the other team.
And they have a cool looking, like their aesthetic's cool.
These are all the things he goes. I don't hate the look.
Yeah.
He's like, I like that they're not bandwagon. Like no one can accuse me of anything. And I said, oh, Dave, no, actually, we're so bad.
Yeah.
And then I was like, but I'm not tugging at the right heartstring for this guy. And I said, Dave, if I like,
No, it started.
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I said, if I like bought you a hat, like, would you wear it? And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, well, you know, every year they come out with like these sideline hats,
Yeah.
which means it's the hat that the coaches wear. It's the same style that you're seeing on TV. Like all the coaches and the players will wear the official sideline hats.
I haven't seen this style hat on anyone. That's a real good looking hat though.
I left the stickers
I
on
was
for
gonna
you.
say the stickers.
Yeah, it's a good look.
I've been wearing it for 18 minutes.
It's not.
Yeah,
a good
so like
look.
you can see that. Dude, sorry, man. Every time I try to point
Yeah.
up and show you, someone is wearing one of the sideline hats. So
Gotcha.
it'll have the rectangle logo and all this stuff. They all follow this similar form. And he was like, well, I don't want to get it in the blue. And like I went online, and sure enough, this motherfucker chose like the single most expensive hat.
Well, I was like,
He didn't know it.
I was like, yeah, I'll do that. I mean, $20 hat, that's not bad, and maybe I'll grow to like them. I didn't know they were way more than $20.
It's the,
Well, it's the new hat, so you know
it's the official sideline.
you got to pay the new price. Was that a $45 hat?
49.
Nice.
$50 hat. So I said to him, I said, what if I get you a hat? And he was like, I'd wear it.
Dave, you're smart because you got the guy who does not care about money.
I was trying to get the Miata.
That's I still can't tell that story, but I don't have a Miata anymore.
I did see was that a nice Chevy Cruze? I couldn't see in the dark. It's a Chevy something.
That's a Malibu. I'm
Chevy Malibu.
Currently driving a rental, but that's not the rental I've been driving for over a week, which was the Jeep Wagoneer. And boy, that's a lot of vehicle.
Yeah.
We'll get into that a little bit.
Okay.
I like that car. But then I knew there's one other thing that Dave loves as much as gear.
Free stuff?
Gambling.
Yes.
So I literally said, and Dave's a small time gambler.
Yeah, $5
Yeah.
bets.
He does $5 bets.
A win is a win today, whether it's $2, $20, or $200. Like he wants the W at the end.
Yes.
Yes. And I said, so the only way that I can actually influence him to root for the Bears while wearing his brand new sideline cap is to make sure that he has money in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, Dave, how many games do they play in a season? And you bet, what, $5 a game? So I sent him 5 times 18.
17 by week.
17. Yeah, it's 18
You
weeks.
can gamble on a bye week. They should win that one.
So I sent him that much money in Venmo.
$85, coincidentally.
And I said, all I ask is that you put $5 on the Bears with the spread every week
Well, first he
Of
said,
your money?
of my money.
What kind of...
Look how excited he is.
At the end of the year, you get $0.
Yeah.
Or you get $85 back. Congratulations.
But what I gain,
Is a friend and a fan for life.
maybe.
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 It's too
Talking
big.
about gambling, you
Yes.
gambled.
I'm gambling on building a Bears fan.
Yeah,
The old Build-A-Bear trick.
that's right.
So I literally put the hat on him.
Build a bear
fan.
Yeah. And then I gave him $5 for every game of this season.
And I've already put $10 of my own money on top, and I've lost both of those.
The Bears are not very good.
So did you specifically told him to put it on the Bears?
Yes.
Yes.
There's the catch.
No, because I have to cheer for them to.
Yeah.
So now
cover.
I have somebody who every time the Bears score will be high-fiving me while wearing a Bears hat in the room. This is
All for $5.
This is an investment as far as I'm concerned. And if coming out of the season, he starts saying things like, I mean, DJ Moore had a pretty good game. That's what I'm looking for.
I already know we lost Jalen Johnson.
Oh, man, you hate
Heartbreaking.
to see that.
You do. But he's picking up on things.
Nice.
He's already talking about things. Today he came in here and
By the way, Sunday there wasn't a day here, right?
there was not.
Okay, just making sure.
No. So, but he came in tonight and he goes, dude, why is the line moving? He goes, we were 1.5 point dogs and now we're we were favored by 1.5 and now we're dogs by 1.5. He's like, what happened?
I put Brendan's $5 on us having to cover 1.5, and that was 3 days ago. And then today I looked and we're underdogs, so I had to put another $5 negative one or plus 1.5. Got to put money on when they given points.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a no brainer. But so now
What'd you hear? What's his name's hurt? I don't know if you heard about that.
I'm building a fan.
Yeah, I think you're halfway there.
I catered to the two things he loves: swag,
Yeah.
and gambling.
Yeah.
It's an interesting social experiment that I'm running. If I lose, at least I had a fan for a season.
Yeah.
Someone I could high five. Because I tell you, Bears fans, they are hard to find in this town.
Yeah, there's really not a lot.
This is a town full of Redskins and Cowboys fans. And then everything else is just little blips.
I feel like
No, there's the bandwagon Eagles and the old bandwagon Pats,
I was gonna say I feel like
Steelers.
this town is full of NFC East fans. Like
Yes.
it doesn't matter if it's Eagles, Cowboys, Skins, or Giants.
There you go.
And then there's whoever the hot team is at the moment. Like
Right.
the Chiefs, all right. I mean, 20 years of Patriots fans, I never had seen any
Remember those
Patriots,
2 years that everyone at every bar you'd walk into, you hear "Who Day, Who Day."
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, oh, really? You're a Saints fan, huh?
They existed. And
They don't anymore.
no, they're gone.
Yep.
Yep.
Outside of Stu.
Outside of Stoop.
They don't exist. So I figured I'd build a fan.
People ask me all the time when they hear I'm a Bengals fan. They're like, they look at me cross-eyed and go, "Why? How?" Like I go, "Well, they were good when I was a kid,
The icky
and I
shuffle.
stuck with them."
Yeah.
Like that's what any of you could have done, but you
Yes.
don't.
And that's really all I ask.
Yeah.
Is a thick or thin fan.
Yeah.
So I applaud your fandom because certainly not bandwagon. It was born of an icky shuffle.
Yes, definitely.
That's fine. Because
Boomer Esiason.
sure, they were, but that was a time in your life when you were easily influenced.
And they were still the underdogs.
They were not.
If you remember who they lost to.
the Cowboys,
49ers.
the
49ers.
49ers.
Oh, the mighty 49ers
Yes.
back then. Yeah, absolutely. And then you had the people who came up as Cowboys fans soon thereafter.
Yeah.
And it just,
I remember being a kid at watching that Super Bowl, being like the only person that wanted the Bengals to win because it was Montana and all that,
what are you going to do?
foolishness. Yeah.
They're the best. Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Fantastic. You had a coked out dude who jumped on 1 foot in the end zone and ended up throwing away his whole career for drugs. Who now did his big highlight lately has been a progressive commercial in the last
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Icky Woods.
Oh,
The Icky Shuffle. He blew it.
he coked out?
Dude.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you think the Icky Shuffle was born out of meditation?
You think the Super Bowl shuffle was?
I had already admitted that our team was a bit of a mess. Actually,
All football in the 80s.
the drug of choice actually for the 85 Bears, and this is a fact, was laughing gas.
Interesting.
They loved laughing gas, and to the point that, and I hate even saying this because he's like my hero, but Walter Payton had a trailer at training camp, and it was always known that he had a tank of nitrous in there. and the dudes would come out after practice and everything, and everyone would head over there and just do a couple balloons and geek out and laugh because it like got rid of the pain and all the bullshit from it, but didn't have long-term effects. It certainly wasn't being tested.
Yeah, of course it didn't have long-term effects.
Well, it meant maybe on
Cutting
brain.
the oxygen to your CTE.
Oh gosh, I didn't even think about that. Holy shit. Okay. It might have actually had some serious
Long-term effects.
serious long-term complications when it comes to brain.
New hot take. It might be bad for you.
Well, I didn't even think about it. Say you just got a concussion. Your brain is already completely fucked.
Yeah.
And you're in there just
huffing.
shutting it down.
Yeah.
God. Jim McMahon, you seen him lately? That dude is not bright.
Yeah.
Like he is not doing well.
No.
He's had Alzheimer's since he was 40.
Yeah.
Like bad. And now we just hired him as like a unofficial like
Ambassador?
QB coach.
Oh, what?
No, he's like he's on like the sidelines like
That's not good.
drooling at players.
Yeah.
Like I'm motivated as shit right now.
Yeah.
But he loved the laughing gas.
They're like, here, take your iPad. And it's just a clipboard. He's over there like tic-tacking on it. Here's what we're going to do.
He's got Etch-a-Sketch. He's not going to remember it anyway. Shake it and have him start over.
He's got a magnet with iron shavings.
Yeah. You see here on the Woolly Willy, we're going to need to run a mustache across right here. Now I want to go deep with the hair follicle here.
You're running a Fu Manchu. You're running a handlebar.
Yeah.
And then you're coming down on the sideburns.
There you go.
Ready, break.
Let's do it, boys.
Oh, shit, I dropped it.
He won't remember. He'll just start over. All right, everybody, get around the Woolly Willy. We're putting together some new plays. Yeah, he's not doing great. But Dave, you need to know some of these dark secrets. I
do.
because
As a fan.
you are a fan now.
I'm going to be wearing the Trubisky shirt soon. I'm gonna, in
unfortunately.
case of emergency, break glass.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, I got a handful of Cowboys fans coming over this weekend, so I'm gonna need your support.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate. Are they
I'll be
playing
coming
each
back
other?
from I'll be coming back from a game that no one is feeded currently. No, they're all feeded. 03 Tech versus 03 Wofford.
Oh, wow.
That'll be awesome.
Well, you should win against Wofford.
It's not my team. I just have a lot of friends that go there.
Yeah.
And a daughter.
You just go for the party.
Yeah.
I bet that you're going to have to report back. I'd like to know how their party scene is when they're getting their teeth kicked in.
Well, everyone's already got all the seasons tickets, and the parking lot is much more fun. But I bet what hasn't happened in the past was people.
They've never been this bad.
Yeah, the first time they've been 0-3 since 1987.
Yeah.
So we're planning to just leave before halftime and go party in the parking lot, which doesn't happen usually.
When I had UVA tickets, we would go, we tailgate, we go. In the first few games, we'd stay the whole game because they'd be winning. But then the latter part of the season in November, when they start sucking, we'd party, tailgate, go in, teeth kicked in, back to the tailgate, and just hang out there the rest of the day.
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, that is what the fun is, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Well, Dave will be coming in hungover. I'll be at a wedding the day before. Troy will be at a wedding.
Yep.
So,
You'll be busy at that wedding.
yeah, I'll be officiating that wedding
Oof, in a Spock outfit.
in tuxedo.
Have you tried yours on since you got it altered?
Yes.
I have not.
I love that faith.
I'm like, I need to find time, and I haven't found time. And at this point, it's too late.
I've got.
Well, I tried it on when I got it, and then I had the legs hemmed, so I can either raise my suspenders or lower my suspenders
Yeah, that's fair.
if needed.
Yeah, I haven't tried on any of the
The accessories,
the bow tie,
Yeah, me either.
the suspenders themselves.
Yeah.
If you've got suspenders, you can just unbutton the top.
Well,
Yeah,
my
so-
pants are actually too big. I probably should have had them taken in, but I was cheap. I didn't want to. But I did have to have the legs hemmed because they were a little too long. So,
I get that. I mean, you just suspender it up a little bit.
Yeah.
As long as you got some room in the crotch, and I feel like you probably do.
yeah.
Is that a
Pretty good. Clearly,
Is
it's
that
a
a
dick
dig?
joke. How
Yeah.
could that not be a dick joke? I thought it was on the
Yeah.
nose. He was like,
He's like, huh?
I thought Troy was off limits.
why is that?
I don't know. I'm scared of him.
You're scared of Troy?
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
What, me?
He gets very aggressive.
I thought for sure you guys were going to record last week. I'm a little disappointed.
Me too.
And I know you, Dave. I'm going to give you the credit here.
Right.
You were
Ready to
amped
go.
up. You were gun ho.
100%.
And someone else, I'm not going to name names, did not want to allow you to record.
It's because he was too busy doing interpretive dance.
Okay, let's take a
That video. Oh, I should post that video
Let's take
to
a,
social.
let's take a step back.
What?
Just a step back. No one even knows where we were.
What kind of step? An interpretive dance step?
Well, as I told Brendan,
2 step, 3 step.
I got to hear your stories about this because I had a friend there that was
I
like,
looked for him from that moment on. I never saw that dude.
this guy was like, these bands are awful. He was like, Fish was trash.
Fish was awesome.
Fish was great. I
That guy did
disagree.
not drink
and
enough.
I've never seen Fish, so it's like a virginal experience. So we were at the Bourbon and Beyond Festival this past week,
That's right.
and Dave was like, "Yeah, we could podcast," and I'm like, "I don't see how."
You went into it with the wrong attitude.
there
You were
for
like, we're not going to.
4 days in a row.
And y'all didn't have 1 hour to piece together something?
Exactly.
This dude gets out of bed. They wake up at like 11.
Yes.
By 11, my crew has already worked out and we are dressed and we're going to be in the show by 1. Leaves no time for podcasting. Plus, I have to get to him.
I would have gotten up early. I got
When
up
you
early a
go,
couple
like, when you
times.
go into the show, it's literally you're there from 1 to 1.
1 to 11.
You don't like go chill, eat dinner, sit down for an hour.
No.
No.
That sounds awful to me.
You are-
that sounds
you are running.
like torture.
And so my family.
That's why we would go in at like 2:30.
Yeah, I'd be in. I would have already seen shows before they ever got there. Like our schedules were completely different because I was running with
The devil.
a kid, and my wife, and they were like, "No, gotta see this band. They got 1 million views on TikTok." And I'm like, "Who the fuck is this guy playing?"
That
at
was the
1 o'clock?
entire list of bands. How did y'all
Before-
know all these bands?
Before like 6 o'clock? Yeah, you're gonna get random little bands. Well, once we buy tickets.
Then I know you go deep into it.
I
but
do.
like I don't expect your daughter and your wife to do that.
We've been doing that since the tickets
Like as
were
a
bought.
family?
Yes. Like once we turn on the Sonos in the house, it's like Bourbon and Beyond playlist. And then it's like, hey, who's this? I like this. And then it's like, okay, mental note. Waylon Wyatt is the shit. He was the shit. That kid's 19 years old. Like he's nothing. But he's good. And some kid named Blankenship who went on right before him, who's 20 years old. They're like the next generation of country.
Nice.
So like that kind of stuff, she's like, no, we got to see it. So like I'm up and we're out the door. So I didn't see when we were going to podcast. Now you had a good idea. Let's just do it from the drive there, which I was like, okay. And I
But
told
y'all didn't drive together, did you?
no, but I told my wife, I said, look, if we can make it work, like I'm going to jump in his car. And she was okay with that because she can only drive for like short periods of time. But like she could pull an hour and a half, 2 hour
Yeah.
stint. But then I talked to this motherfucker. I'm like, we're in West Virginia. He's like, I'm leaving my driveway. He's like, okay. So right from the jump, I was like, it's not working. And then
So
when-
y'all went to this thing and literally y'all weren't running the same shift at all. Like
no, I tried to
over-
get
I know
We
y'all
overlapped.
ran into each other, but y'all weren't. This wasn't a group thing.
No, they were in a whole different. So they're parked in an RV area, which is very different than
The glamping.
where we are. In fact, when we came out, I was shocked to see because there were RVs like right by me. So I was like, sweet, they're right by us. And like the first night we come out, they're like, all right, we go left. And I was like, left? What's over there? I didn't even know there were RVs over there, the other side of this.
So it was y'all were a long way from each other.
No. 7-minute walk.
How is that possible?
We could see the Grand Plaza in full Like,
Yeah, I was 7 minutes from that.
oh, I thought you were the next hotel behind it.
Yeah, that ain't exactly a fast walk. Next hotel behind it.
We
you
were
have to-
we were a 7-minute walk from the Grand Plaza, which was right at the entrance.
All right, so I was like somewhere between a 12 and 15-minute walk from
Gotcha.
somewhere, but I never even saw their world.
So you never even walked over to where they were?
No. Never. Why? They're asleep. I mean, I could have at late night, but the only night that I think. How many nights did I walk out with you? Just one?
Well, you ran into the crowd after Fish in the wrong direction, and Joy's like, "Is he going to be okay?" I'm like, "He'll be fine." I didn't know where you went.
Did you have the little find each other necklaces?
Yes.
How'd they work?
The totem compass?
We have 2 different accounts of how well they worked. Which one do you want to hear first?
Well, Brendan, if he bought it, it's going to be excellent.
Ding, ding, ding.
Dave, who's a gadget guy, should also have the same account, but he does not.
No, he's
But-
like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm in the blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "I don't see you." And then I took a picture of my vantage point, and then I literally held the totem, which is very bright in the darkness above my head. And then he walked towards me. He's like, "Oh, I see you." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, the bright light over my head at the vantage point where I was."
His
He's like, "It
version's-
works. It works."
his version's very different. He standed looking the wrong direction, so the light is shining north, and I'm coming from like the other direction. So like I can't even see his light.
Oh, that's the thing. My totem was saying that Brendan was in the amusement park the whole time when
Yeah,
he was.
so he's facing the wrong direction. So his totem's
But
not.
shouldn't it tell you where, like, just the direction you're in?
Okay, so here's what I've learned with the totem compass. Now, a totem compass is
First off, do you have to buy them?
yes,
And do you have to buy a set of them?
Yes.
yes.
So if I buy a 6-pack, I can't interact with anyone else. It's just those.
You wouldn't
6.
want to.
You can't even have a 6-pack.
Okay.
You can link 4 totems.
Okay.
That is your limit. There is another brand that sells a different
version?
version that you can like link up as many friends as you want. That one is $200 a piece.
What's the totem cost?
I paid $200 for 3.
4. Okay.
So like immediately I was like, I'm not interested in this other version.
Yeah.
But this thing has been panned because it was
The totem?
Yeah, because it was a Kickstarter that took over a year to come out. So like people had pre-ordered it and then never even got them before their festival a year later. So they were pissed off.
Because in theory, it makes total great sense.
Yes. Now the first thing
Is that
it-
because phones don't work very well in those festival settings?
when you get enough people in there, it all shuts down.
Yeah.
You're just like trying to send a text and you just see it just trying to.
But I'm saying, like, even like your Find My Phone app probably doesn't work very well.
It's not doing much. You're kind of screwed. If you're relying on phones, you're already kind of screwed. This thing is just a basic thing where you look and go, okay, my friend is that direction. And you just start walking in that direction. And then as you get closer, the light gets bigger and bigger. And then when you find them, the light goes into your crystal. It's very some weird EDM, weird shit.
And it has rave mode.
Yeah, which is cool. It just dances to the music.
Oh.
Just lights up. But that kills
Burning
your battery.
through the battery faster.
Kills your battery.
That's immediately where I was going
Yeah.
with that.
Oh, Dave had his and he kept put it on the charger and I was like, "Well, did you turn it off?" He's like, "No." And the thing is in rave mode from the time he took it off to the charger.
I charged it overnight and then took it off and it
while
died.
in rave mode, so it's just dancing.
Yeah.
And then he took it off and it lasted like the 6 hours rave mode will last, and then died. So I'm like, "I don't see you. You're not out here." And he's like, "Yeah, it's not doing anything." And I was like, "Did you turn it off?" And he's like, "How do you turn it off?" I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, he didn't give me any directions.
In my defense, you and I had a long conversation about how it works the night before,
I don't know about that.
but it didn't stick. Now I bet you know how to do it.
Yeah.
Did you and your family enjoy it, Brendan? The thing.
Literally, they were in a crowd and I couldn't find them. And I was like, well, and my daughter got really good at it too. Because once you start to understand it, you're like, okay, this is a general direction at first. And you just keep moving in that general direction. Because it's just saying this motherfucker's way over there.
It's basically the hot cold game.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah.
And so you're walking and you're getting warmer and warmer. And then as you get warmer, that's when like the movements start to matter. Like, okay, it's over here, it's over there.
Except the whole time that he was to my 9 o'clock, my totem was saying he was at my 6 o'clock.
What we have since learned, well, the first thing they tell you is download the new software. It's coming with the basic software from the system.
And use your eyes while you're using it.
It would help.
Like, don't just look at the thing. Try to look up and see if you see the person.
Oh, once you see that dot growing, like, you're close. It may be saying they're at your 3 o'clock. They may be at your 4 o'clock. But when you're far away, it has some variation.
Yeah.
But it said you have to download the latest update, but you have to tie it to a Wi-Fi that it'll be tied to forever. And I decided to try to do this at the hotel, and I was like, well, I don't want to be in the true Hilton Louisville Airport's Wi-Fi forever. So I was like, screw it. We're going to see how it works out of the box. In fact, everybody I saw with the totem was like, man, they work flawless. And I'm like, really, what's the trick? And they're like, just get the new software. They fixed all the glitches. And I'm like, well, I've got the day one software. They're like, oh, it's a little less exact. It did work for me. What I found is you have to just turn it off and turn it on, like do a hard reset. Since Dave couldn't figure out how to turn his on or off.
It doesn't have an on-off labeled button.
Yeah.
Does not. It's a black button and a red button. He's like, I'm pressing the red button. I was like, that is SOS.
Who knew?
Yeah, how were you supposed to know that?
I don't know. He's like, there's another guy have a pamphlet. And I'm like, I have one on me in the festival. I got to find you.
I like directions.
But I was able to find my family on multiple occasions where, like, I was like, yo, I'm going to go listen to Dawes. You guys are going to go listen to Vance Joy. And, like, literally opposite sides of the place. And I just walked back, kept moving, following it, and it would get me within 5 feet of them.
Nice.
Where I was like, it worked. But I would tell them, turn it off, turn it on. Then I'm going to do the same. And then it resets. And it does seem to, over time, just get glitchier. But after that turn on, it's like dialed in. Now I assume the software updates work because all the hippies were like, they're the greatest. And I was like, they're pretty good.
Yeah. Better than nothing.
But it worked for me. Like, I would hand one to my daughter and be like, all right, we'll find you. And it really seemed to work better with my daughter and me using them than my wife.
Yeah.
She was always like, this thing's stupid. She was in Dave's camp the whole time. This is stupid. It says you're over there. And I'd turn to my daughter and be like, so what do we do? She's like, just when you need someone, turn it off, turn it on. And then it'll dial in on their location perfect. That was the only glitch, but I thought they were flawless.
Did your daughter have a good time?
Yeah. I found him during Fish. I found my family multiple times. Like, it worked.
How was it partying with your 15-year-old for
I wouldn't say we partied together. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you were around her.
Oh, I was partying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 50% party. I found that I was way.
Did you have to reel it in?
Yeah, and not for the reason I thought it. Like, usually I just thought I would reel it in. Mm-hmm. But what would happen is my wife would be like, my feet hurt, I'm leaving. And I'd be like, all right, take the totem. And then she'd leave. Mm-hmm. And then I'd be standing there with my daughter in a crowd. And I'd be like, I need a beer. But I can't leave her.
Yeah.
And I don't want to make her, like, leave the show.
Where would your wife go?
Just somewhere to go sit.
Oh, okay.
She kept having to rest her feet.
Because you were in a hotel outside the festival and wasn't really conducive to, like, what about you guys, Dave? Could y'all, like, get back to your campground easily? Like, would you go?
Everyone, RVers and hotelers could, but it's a 7-minute walk. So, well, 7 minutes from the gate. It's another, depending on what stage you were, it could be 10 minutes to the gate.
Yeah, but I feel like if you went in at noon, you'd be like, all right, it's 5 o'clock. Let's go chill for an hour or two, eat dinner, and then come back for the late night festivities.
There was a weird thing for mine. Since I didn't buy the package through the company, I bought the tickets and then I went and got my hotel room. That's not a package. I did not have in-and-out privileges.
Oh.
If I had bought it through them
Yeah.
at a higher price,
So you couldn't leave.
I couldn't leave. Once I got in, I was in for the day, which was, I thought, really shady because it was like hotel people with the package going in and out. I'm like, I have a hotel.
Then everything you're eating and drinking during that day is bought at the festival.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the good news is they run really good deals there.
Dude, not only do they not run good deals,
What?
but they tie your credit card to the wristband. So it's just like blink, blink, blink. So when I'm like, you know what? I need a $20 beer. Blink. You don't think about it at all. And my daughter had
Dave
my
thinks
credit.
about it.
Well, I had to shut that part of my brain off because
You weren't going to enjoy yourself at all?
right. Mm-hmm. And I was like, when we went 2 years ago, I think we spent $4,000 on food and drink. It was
Jeez.
insanity. So
Our hotel had hot breakfast.
our RV had all the meals you wanted.
Yeah.
Did y'all do the sneaking the alcohol thing in?
Yes.
Dude, I walk in and Dave has a motherfucking, like, a bottle.
Did they search you?
No, they did. I didn't take it the first day because I was worried that they would. And then when they didn't, I was like, oh, it's on. So I have these I brought in like 30 ounces of bourbon. That was
The
awesome.
searching was exactly what you wanted to be. Like the very first day they checked our bags. And so I was like, here you go. Like, check the bags. Like, all is well.
Did they check your RV? That's what I meant. Did you have to do the whole like false bottom
Yes.
bed?
Yes, we did.
And they searched they went in?
Yes. But they didn't, they searched it less rigorously than Floyd Fest. Like they didn't even open up the outside storage things.
Yeah.
Floyd Fest, they like crawled through it. But we hit it.
Yeah.
The festival was nice in the sense that the first thing you do is walk through a metal detector. If the metal detector goes off,
Then you're searched.
we are going to look through your
Yeah.
bags. We are going to look through your stuff. If the metal detector does not go off, they give you a high five.
Yep. And
Yeah.
ask you to hopscotch.
Yeah, I did a lot of hopscotch. More hopscotch.
So
than
like if you had plastic
That's the key.
flask,
Yep.
you're golden.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he was buying little flasks, like little fifths.
Yeah.
Just smuggling them in. So I'd come see this dude somewhere and he'd just be buying ginger ale
For $5 a can.
Yeah.
and getting plowed.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm over there like, oh, yeah? Well, this cocktail was only $22.
Yeah. So who's winning now?
Well, that's the other thing, too. You couldn't just, I mean, I guess you could, but there were very few places you could order a bourbon and ginger ale. You had to buy these frou-frou everythings.
Oh, like everything was high end.
Yeah, it was like
They're making specialty drinks.
all specialty drinks, which are great, but
If you're at a Bourbon and Beyond like festival, every bourbon and whatever drink should be on the menu. Bourbon and Coke, bourbon and ginger. You know, like those are run of the mill drinks.
it was a bit like this one tent, for lack of a better term, had 20 distilleries, and all of them had each 2 frou-frou bourbon drinks.
Yeah.
And that's what you would, so you had 40 extremely different cocktails you could choose from. And that's great, but when I'm trying to drink heavily, I just want like
Bourbon
8
and Coke.
bourbon and ginger
Yeah.
or bourbon and Coke.
You could get a bourbon and ginger ale at the bar tents.
Yeah.
Like you could be like, I want a bourbon, which would piss me off because I'd be in a line. I'd be like, all right, there's only 2 dudes there. And that asshole would be like, I want a bourbon and ginger ale. I want an old fashioned. I want a boom, boom. And now I'm like, oh, I want a fucking Bud Light.
Yeah.
Like, what are
Did
we
y'all
doing?
run into people you knew out there?
I ran into a guy from high school unexpectedly. So that was funny.
I didn't run into a single person.
That's crazy.
I ran into new friends. You know? Shout out to Pfeiffer. Shout out to Farley. Shout out
Nice.
to Mitch.
And how did those guys approach you?
Shout out to Slugger. He was cool.
Slugger was there?
Dude, his name was actually Slugger. I was like, are you my new favorite person? Like, that's the best name ever.
Was that the guy who was like, you look really good today?
No. And nobody ever said that to me.
What did they say?
He said, you are a fine ass man.
Oh.
It was way more aggressive than what you said.
One of your shirtless moments?
Only his shirtless moments.
Yeah.
I was standing there shirtless,
Yeah.
catching Teskey Brothers.
Yeah.
As a grown man does.
Testy Brothers?
Teskey Brothers.
Catching testes, brother.
You were.
Yeah, catching testes, brother.
Brother.
That is way better, brother. And I'm standing there and I'm just bebopping, doing my thing.
Bebop.
And like my wife and my daughter are actually with Dave and his wife and his friends. And
Yeah, he snuck away.
I wanted to go see.
Every time he was away from us, he'd come back and be like, all these guys are really nice to me. But when he was hanging out with his wife, no one was really nice to him. It's weird.
Interesting.
Actually, when I was with my daughter on the final day, I was standing outside of the porta potty,
Oh.
shirtless, and this woman comes by and she goes, "I like your shirt," with my daughter standing next to me,
And you were shirtless.
and I'm shirtless. And I was like,
Who said this?
some hot older lady.
I like your shirt.
Yeah, through her little like, transponder. Yeah, no, she goes, "I like your shirt," and I was like, "Wait, what?" I was like,
Did you look down?
"Yeah." I was like,
Yeah,
"Wait a
you
minute." Well, I kind of like looked around. I
He
was
popped
like,
it.
and then I
Wait,
went,
huh?
I realized she was talking about my nipples, and I was like, "Oh, thanks." And then she just put her thumbs up. She was like, "Hey," and my daughter's like, "Oh, that was funny." She's like, "That's funny."
Brendan did send this one picture, and I was like, oh my gosh, he looks like Mr. Abercrombie.
I don't know what this one is. Then I had another guy come up to me and he was like, "You got to earn that every day." It's like respect. And I was like, "Oh, thanks." Like it was a lot of dudes.
Look at this picture,
Usually.
Troy.
Holy cow, dude.
Right. He's like Abercrombie's dad.
That's impressive.
I don't even know what we're looking at.
That's the
That-
sun. The sun was hitting you right there, dude.
You might have turned Troy. Show him that picture, Troy.
Let me finish. Let me soak it all in. Your wife and your daughter are in the picture too, but I haven't
His
even
wife and
noticed
daughter
them.
in the picture?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, dude, I have got so much lotion on, like suntan lotion. Yeah, I'm shiny as shit in that one.
Yeah, but like it's lit up the right way.
The sun was directly behind me, and I turned around. And I was like, "We should get a picture," because we're right there at Flatland
Yeah.
Gallery. Like the band's right there. So the girl took the picture, and when I did see that one come out, I was like, "Oh, that's what's up."
It was interesting. Whenever he was shirtless, his arms could not fall by his side. No
Yeah.
matter what he did, they were like 18 inches away from his hips.
And
but
they're-
then as soon as he put a shirt on, his shoulders kind of
Yeah.
went forward and
Like
look normal.
in the picture, like you can tell his arms were never just hanging straight. Like they're kind of at like a
Oh,
33-degree angle.
Yeah,
a little
it was
bit of
crazy.
little pump there.
Never seen anything like it except on like old World Body Championship things on ESPN.
I don't even know. I don't.
You were flexing the whole time.
I was never flexing. He actually, I came walking up to him one
Like
time.
this.
I come walking out of the crowd like, "Yeah."
Dave's arms are very swinging
very
wide right
far
now.
away.
I'm in complete like relax mode in my mind.
He looked like he was sitting in a easy chair, a recliner, but he wasn't.
Looks like he was in a full body cast that had his arms propped out.
I have no idea. I don't know what the fuck this. I don't know
What's
what
up,
this is.
bro?
But I was walking over.
He
to
was
him.
walking like George Jefferson, but even wider arms.
I walk up to him and he's like, "Is it hard to maintain that flex the whole way over here?" And I was like, "Bro, I'm not even flexing." And then I was like, and then flexed, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
I did not. I was like, nothing changed.
No, everything changed.
You were flexing the whole time.
I was not.
You looked good. I'm not saying that you did not look
How do you
like
flex
you were
for
flexing.
12 hours a day?
Oh, it's you.
You can do it. If anybody can do
You
it.
can do it.
Okay, I appreciate kind of.
He'd go into the porta potty to take a break, like,
Yeah.
oh, my fucking
Yeah.
arms are cramping.
Oh, it hurts so bad. Yeah, I just don't understand that. Like festivals are for no shirts, women and men.
You seen topless ladies?
No,
Yeah, of course not.
highly unfortunate. Saw a lot of side boob, which is always my
Yeah.
favorite thing to see at a festival. There's so much side boob.
Boob boob's pretty much better.
Well,
Nah.
for the hidden game,
Yeah, it's the chase.
it's side boob and a little areola. So, those are two different categories that are wonderful.
Very exciting festival stuff.
Except for Brendan. It's all areola all the time.
Oh, my daughter was clowning me all the time. She's like, "What are you wearing today?" I was like, "Nipples." But that was in my mind, in my defense, everybody who's in a t-shirt and shorts is way too hot all day. They're dying. It's hot as shit out there.
I feel like when
And-
I'm in a t-shirt in the heat, like I feel like taking my shirt off doesn't really make it less hot. Like I'm still hot.
Oh, wait till you put that shirt on. It's
But now I'm
feel
getting
it.
sunburn.
That's why you got to keep lotioning up.
Yeah.
And in VIP, they have suntan lotion in the porta potties.
Oh, nice.
Well, they're not really porta potties. They're like trailers.
Sure that was suntan lotion?
Yeah, spermicidal suntan lotion.
Yeah, it has some ingredient called anoxidil.
It's right here on the toilet seat. Just scoop it off.
SPF 97% effective.
This stuff really cakes on. But So you
little
would do
sticky.
that, but then at night it would get a little cold. So it's always flannel around. As soon as the sun starts setting, then you put on a long sleeve shirt. So I was never hot, never cold, in my defense. But this is not new. You can see photos of me.
Yeah, you've been doing that for a
20
long
years
time.
ago. I am nipples out at a festival. It's just how I roll. Never deviated from my festival outfit of choice. It's not new. That's all I'm saying.
And
You guys-
then there was interpretive dance off.
It's just weird running it, like when you're walking through crowds and you're rubbing up against people that are shirtless. Like I find that weird.
It wasn't that crowded.
Oh, really?
For as many people there,
Smooth.
Thank you.
there was plenty of space.
That's nice because the older I get, the less I like those crowds.
Yeah. In fact, you could plant your flag, put your chair or your blanket down, and there was never really any worry that you're going to lose your spot.
Nice. But there was some interpretive dance.
There was, well, we're competitive. We like to gamble. Mm-hmm. We are standing next to some women that had the streaming feathers.
Oh, yeah.
And
The ribbons.
the ribbons.
This was during Fish.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
didn't-
checks out.
And Brendan was transfixed by them. Like,
No, this is
he could not stop watching. I was like, Brendan, you should go over there and grab it from them. They were like 14 years old.
that is not accurate.
I was
either.
like, you should grab it from them.
They
and
were
show
drinking.
them how it's done.
Yeah.
And he thought about it.
Of course he did.
Then
no, that actually went. No, look. All right, the real truth of this story is not as positive as he makes it sound.
I had a lot to drink. That's how I remember it.
There were girls, and they had like these long, flowy things, and they were dancing and bebopping to the music, and this is my first time seeing Fish, and I'm starting to feel it, and I'm like, okay, I get it. Like there is a vibe that's happening for sure, and I'm over here by my separated from the crew, and I've got a pretty good little spot, but they just happen to be right next to me. Now, they're doing their thing. I'm dancing. I'm doing my thing. I'm feeling very comfortable. And I drop this fart that is like,
No, you went up and talked to him.
no. That's not how I farted the nastiest fucking fart. And at this moment, she decided to talk to me. So she encroached into my special happy interpretive
cloud,
dance
fart halo.
zone. And she comes over and starts talking to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, man, I love what you guys are doing. And then I'm smelling this fart hitting me, and it's a festival fart. Like the only days of drinking and days of eating fried food can create a fart of this magnitude. And she's just talking to me through all of her hippie smile, and she's trying to have a blast. And
He had a
Dave's,
blast.
An ass blast.
dude, Dave's over there like, can we borrow your stuff? Like, can he give it a shot? And I'm like, no, you're fine. Like, you don't have to worry about this. And then he's like, man, it fucking stinks over here. And he fucking leaves.
She didn't pick up on it?
Oh, she picked up on it.
Oh, no.
And now she's trying to but I'm also glad that now we're having this conversation about this stuff. So I keep kind of bringing her back in, and her face is just melting in my fart. I felt so bad. And then she goes over, she's like, no, we'll have to get a dance next song. And then I see her go over to her friend, and they start talking, and then they start giggling, and then they get the fuck out.
Yeah, they just disappeared.
He's ruined all my ribbons. They smell like farts now.
You know how bad you have to fart to scare
To stink
off
it up outside?
and to scare off a Fish fan?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers smell like 4-day-old sweaty
Yeah.
buttholes, especially the ones that are dancing and twirling all the
Yeah.
shit. They were bemoaning the fact that they couldn't get their hula hoops in here, and they're professional hula hoop
Oh,
dancers.
no.
I'm like, what is a professional hula hoop dancer?
Yeah.
That's like,
It's an escort on the off season.
Exactly.
yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering, right? Like,
Means they do it topless
Yeah.
for a fee.
it's burlesque.
Yes, exactly. It's classy.
I can tell my parents about that.
Yeah.
It's burlesque.
It's an art form.
It's an art.
Yeah.
Interpretive dance. Yeah, I farted a Fish fan away. And then she laughed with her friend and disappeared. And then I just shrunk back into my sadness.
But then I saw a guy giving away glow sticks.
Hold on, should we mention the deli so that we can
All right, let's do that.
start having it real quick? All right, so there is a brewery out of Pittsburgh called Fatheads. And Fatheads is probably the most popular brewery out of Pittsburgh. They got a couple locations. I've had the opportunity to go in there a couple times. I've always loved the logo. I mean, look at that dude.
Yeah, it's a big fat head.
He is the man. And so this one I actually found for sale in West Virginia in a Sheetz.
Nice.
And I was like super excited. I was like, oh my gosh, it's a Fathead. It's the Headhunter IPA. And this was the 2023 World Beer Cup gold medal. So it should be good.
Should be.
Troy is going to hate it.
It smells hoppy.
Smells
as shit.
very hoppy, but it actually smells kind of good too. It's got like a nice citrus nose on it. Does it say what it is like?
Nah, it's
other
just
than
the-
IPA?
It's the gold winner for the American style IPA.
Which, what does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
West Coast? New England? What is it?
Less India.
Yeah.
More ale.
I think it's a mixture.
Oh,
I think it has.
that falls right in between West Coast and
Yeah.
East Coast.
I
That
think
is
it
weird.
has. I think it has the nose of of one of those citrusy, hoppy ones. Mm-hmm. But and then the back end, it has that piney bite to it.
What's the ABV on that nightmare? Hopefully not like a 8 or some shit.
It's very
It tastes like a 7.
Yeah, it does.
7.5.
Oh, okay.
it's got a weird. It's funny you say it's half and half because it is like it's very hoppy and it's got that funk taste, but it's also clean. Like it's not leaving that furriness in my mouth.
Got a lot of that West Coast funk though.
Yeah.
That skunkiness.
But like Troy says, it goes away pretty fast.
Yeah, it doesn't coat your mouth.
Like I'm initially hit with that nose carries over to the taste buds, and then it immediately transitions to piney, and then it goes away pretty clean.
And there's some citrus in there.
But that's what I'm saying at the beginning, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you just said it was piney. I was like, it's like a citrus. pine.
No. It switches. It's like a everlasting gobstopper.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It hits with citrus, and then it goes to
Citrus
that,
to pine.
and then it goes that deep pine, which actually stays on your breath.
Yeah. The citrusy is gone completely gone in the second half of the experience.
It does start nice and citrusy and heavy pine.
And it tastes like a heavy, high ABV. Not boozy, but those who know, those who drink
Yeah.
the Falcon Smashes and the Headspaces and
Yeah.
whatever, they'll be like, yeah, this is right in that league.
I could see where that could win.
Oh no, this is actually. I don't want to like bury the lead here, but
It's pretty good.
a thumbs up from me.
That being said, I would never rate this but so high anyway because I'm not a big IPA
This is
fan.
a genuine IPA,
but
Like,
this is a good beer.
So you respect it enough to be like, that's a good version of an IPA.
Yes,
But you still don't like IPA.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Which
Like, I
think
don't-
is-
I would not spit this out and is above average, but I also would not be like, oh man, I can't wait to get my hands back on that again. Like I would rather have a lot of other beers before this beer.
I bet on draft, that's the Quan. Like soften that up a little bit. Like that is. I like it coming out of the can as it is. It's powerful. It's strong. As far as IPAs go, if you can get behind that, like this is not playing around. This is an IPA, but it's not a shitty one. It's
I'm
good.
gonna go first, and I'm gonna give it a higher score than initially I was going to,
Oh,
because I'm gonna give it an extra half point because this is an IPA, and to me that's a very hard beer to do well, and I think this one's done very well. So I'm gonna give this a 3.5.
Wow.
oh!
I was gonna give it a
Oh.
3, but the more I have of it, the more I'm like, this is a pretty damn tasty IPA, and like today's point, like it's not very boozy for being 7.5, and like you're getting a lot of bang for your buck out of this.
Troy, I couldn't agree with you more. I'm excited that this is a 7.5 because it's not over the top punchy. I love how the citrus comes in. I like how the piney ends it. I don't
Yeah.
love how the piney ends it. But as far as an IPA goes, like a true IPA, like pale ales would fall short of this. Like this would be a bad pale ale, but it's a great
Yeah.
IPA if that makes any sense.
Yep.
I really like that beer. I'm glad I have a handful of them in the cooler because in my approximation, that's a 4.
Ooh. Well, get ready to ring the bell because it's tough for me because 4s to me are your Falcon Smashes.
No, that's a 4.5.
Oh, is that a 4? I've never been on when we
Because Falcon
dissected
Smash
it.
doesn't do the pine at the end as heavy as
Right.
this.
Well, this is not as good as Falcon Smash, which I would think a Falcon Smash was a 4, so I was ready to give it a 3.5.
Which I think would actually be a fair score. Don't change it because I said how I would grade it.
I feel like it's a half point behind Falcon Smash.
Okay, and if you think Falcon Smash is a 4,
Since nothing is a 5, Falcon Smash would be my 4.5. So I was going to give it a 3.5, but I'll give it a 4.
fucking Fathead Headhunter IPA.
But even
3.83.
Oh, we got one. We got a deli.
nice
y'all.
pickup, BK.
Got a deli.
Good work. Strong
And that thing
work.
has been riding in the back of my car in a cooler since I
For
picked it up.
days.
I picked it up in West Virginia on the way to the festival. And I go, ooh, Fathead. Threw it in the cooler.
Shaken,
Stayed
not
there?
stirred.
Yeah. And it's driven all the way back here. So it's been through a festival in the back of that same car in the cooler, which was always on ice. Defense. But yeah, it's good. All right, Dave, continue. I'm sorry, I cut your story off.
All right. So I was feeling the vibe as well. And I thought,
The fart vibe?
no, the
Undeniable fart vibes.
the Fish vibe. Never seen them live. Only know a handful of their songs. Been to enough festivals that I can enjoy a jam band without. I mean, there's no words for several minutes of every
Yeah.
song.
So, little side note before you continue. I told my wife, we have to go back out into Gen Pop. We can't see this in VIP because Dave is a hardcore Fish guy. He's seen them a bunch. And I want my first show to be with Dave because he
So you
can-
made that up.
No, I genuinely believed it.
Oh,
And so when I got
the old
there,
Costanza. It's not a lie. If you believe
you
it.
believe it.
Yeah.
So I get out there and I'm grooving and I was like, all right, what song's this, dude? I'm digging this. And he's like, I don't know, man. It's my first time. And I was like, oh shit. All right, don't tell them because I just dragged them out with the totem and walked
I
through this
think your
crowd.
wife and daughter had fun with our group.
I feel like
I think it was
I feel
where they
like a
needed to be.
jam band like
Should be
Fish
with
should
people.
be with people. Like you need a crowd.
I agree. Continue.
But
Dave. So-
but you did subject them to the force.
Actually, my daughter came out of the VIP universe and the Gen Pop universe. And her take is these people out here have a better vibe.
You know how, like in the 1700s, the princess would come out of the castle
Yeah.
in a disguise and mingle among the pores and
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
"Oh my gosh, I like this so
Yeah.
much." That was Brennan's daughter.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's also nice when you like know you can retreat back like whenever you want.
When it gets
You're
a
like,
little
this
too stinky,
This is nice out here. I'm going back in there.
Yeah, there were many times where I was like, "You want to head out to Gen Pop?" And she'd be like, "No,"
Yeah.
but she understood.
when my pedicure's done, maybe.
But she understood that if it's a vibe, you are better off out there. So like Sturgill, definitely went out there, spent it in Gen Pop, which that one ended. I thought that was the one that ended poorly for me. But you say it was Fish where I peeled off. I thought we walked home after Fish together. I thought it was Sturgill that I ran off
Maybe it
into
was
the night.
Sturgill. Yeah, I think that's right.
What happened?
He
That
went the
was-
wrong way, 180 degrees away from where he was supposed to go, and the place is shutting down
At the end of the night.
at the end of the night.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
My version of the story is I went home.
So you don't know. You time traveled a little bit.
I went home. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, Fish. I think we did walk out together.
yeah, because that's when I learned you go left. I was
That's
like, that's
right.
weird. Because my family peeled off early. When the Lumineers were there, they stayed till the end. When Noah Khan was there, they stayed till the end. When the jam bands were playing, they
They'd
peeled.
had enough.
They would take off around halftime, which I totally understand.
Yeah.
And I didn't know Sturgill Simpson was going to be a jam band.
Oh, really?
Sturgill was a country guy, and I actually had it explained to me by some fish head that I met at brunch, and he was like, actually, Sturgill's like the heir apparent to John Mayer to move into the Dead.
Oh.
At this point, he's like, so John Mayer's leaving, and then Sturgill's going to step in, and that's what this whole Johnny Blue Skies persona is this jammy version of Sturgill. Whereas Sturgill, when he plays under Sturgill Simpson, he won't go on these like long electric guitar laced jams.
He's a buttoned up.
He's a little
guy.
more country. But when he says I'm Johnny Blue Skies, that's when he's jammy. And that's the guy that the fish, he's like a method actor. He gets into like characters. Very odd.
Chris Gaines.
That's actually, I understand what you said. That's Garth
All the
Brooks,
real ones know.
Garth Brooks' alter ego.
Wait, what?
Now that you say it, the eyes.
I haven't seen them together.
The eyes.
Ever.
Very similar.
They're never together.
That's right.
And the twixt they will never miss. But
Do you know the story of that?
the Chris Gaines thing?
Yeah.
I just remember the
Dude, it was going to be a thing, and it was going to be a movie starring Garth Brooks playing Chris Gaines, and they wanted to do like the whole Blair Witch thing where it's like, this is real and Chris Gaines is real. There's no Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
And then they released the Life and Times or whatever of Chris Gaines, and because everyone tooled it so hard, they had to scrap. It was like a whole direction Garth Brooks was going to go down for a couple of years. And because everyone's like, what in the fuck? What in the Goo Goo Dolls is this motherfucker doing? They had to scrap it all.
But he was going to step out of the limelight, Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like just disappear, and Chris Gaines was going to ride this wave.
Like Ziggy Stardust. He was going to be Ziggy Stardust.
He thought he was going to basically turn Chris Gaines as popular as
Nirvana.
or he was going to be the rock and roll Garth Brooks.
Right,
Like,
right.
He was going to be on the same level, but doing Chris Gaines shit, and everybody's like, "You're Garth Brooks, motherfucker!" Like what?
How did you thin that face down?
Yeah,
I didn't think it was really like they were going for it.
Yeah.
I just thought he was like,
It was like
this is the persona. I play
performance
on.
art. It was
Yeah.
really like a thing that he was doing, and apparently they spent a shit ton of money.
I remember that.
Getting it all together, and then everyone's like, "This is bull!" Like, because he wasn't attracting 18-year-old alternative fans. It was Garth Brooks fans. Like, cool. Here's the new. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
They're like,
And then the
We're over here
alternative kids.
wearing Wranglers and driving pickup trucks.
Right.
We ain't trying to watch you do your fucking Goo Goo Dolls.
Right. And the alternative kids are like,
Wow.
what the fuck is wrong with Garth Brooks? And no one bought the album. And then fast forward 20 years, people are like, that album, if you just had that released as the
is it
early
good?
90s, it's pretty good.
But is it good? Like, does
I
it
don't
hold
know
up?
personally, but I've read things that said it's actually a pretty good early 90s album, not country. And
Can you stream Chris Gaines
course you
music?
can.
No, you cannot stream Garth Brooks music. You can go on
Really?
any streaming service
I've
in the
never
world.
tried.
Go on any streaming service out there.
Even YouTube.
I'm sure you can find it on YouTube, but not YouTube Music, not Spotify, not Apple Music. Garth Brooks has not released his music there. So what you get is a lot of covers and weird shit of songs, but it doesn't exist. And that's because he was like, I'm not putting my catalog out there. You are raping artists. This is Chris Gaines. And
You
so
got
you were
it.
able to get it no problem.
No problem on Spotify.
Look up Garth though.
Hold on.
This is going to go.
This does not sound like Garth Brooks.
Oh, that's Garth. We're gonna get taken down on Spotify.
You can kill his mic.
Oh, that's right.
That does not sound like Garth Brooks.
There. Now we don't have to.
I'm over here.
Where'd Dave go?
Yeah, I forgot I could just
Yeah.
use the board.
You're like putting your hand up.
I'm not a very good producer. That's wild. I didn't know that he really tried. I just thought it was a known fact that this son of a bitch was
Garth Brooks is all over Spotify. What the fuck are you talking about?
He's not.
Really?
Yeah, listen to what weird ass version you're gonna find. going to be some nickel nuts covering him.
Nickel nuts.
Oh, his covers are the best. Everybody knows that.
I've always been a fan of nickel nuts.
Oh, you're right. He's not on here.
I know I'm right. Garth Brooks took that stuff away.
You're always right.
Because now when I hear
found him with Trisha Yearwood.
oh, you might be able to find something
yeah,
like that. Maybe
like,
Trisha
yeah.
put it out.
That's
But
his
like-
wife, though.
Yeah, but you're not going to get one of his studio album
She needs the
versions.
money.
Yeah.
She's like, I need that 1,000 listens every month.
Yeah, 'cause she doesn't want anything to do with that. That Chris Gaines thing cost up Garth all his money. She had to keep their expenses separate. All right, you were going to tell a story about an interpretive dance, which I do think ended up all right.
Well, we saw a lot of people doing the things with their arms,
Yeah.
and Brendan was starting to feel that vibe too. So
There's something about a good jam band where, like, you do start moving in a weird direction.
You
Like,
have to
you're
let
just-
yourself just go. Like you have to close your eyes and go, you know what? Whatever comes
You have to
of
be
this-
altered, too. Like, you're not, I don't think many people are standing there sober, like, feeling the vibe.
There's probably some truth to that. I've never tested it.
well, it was nice and dark in the crowd.
Yeah.
Saw a guy handing out some of those glow sticks that are 8 inches long. I think you can turn them into a wristband or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. And I'm like, I'm going to go ask that guy for some glow sticks. And he ran out the second I walked up.
That made it awkward.
And he'd been throwing them out for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I walked up. He had just thrown like 30 of them,
Into a crowd.
40 yards into the crowd. People are getting rained on.
Because there's points in the songs, it's
And I'm like,
when
hey-
they yelled possum, fuck it, and then a million glow sticks go up.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
like, okay, Fish fans know that's
So I'm
the
like,
code word.
Hey, mister, can I have one of your glow sticks? Oh, hey, kid, I just ran out. But I found one under his chair. So I brought the one only glow stick back. And I was like, look, Brendan, I have the tool for the dance. And I don't remember what happened, but in a short span of time, remember when Will Ferrell was on The Office as the manager?
Yeah.
And he did the invisible juggling?
Yeah.
Well, at the
Or
very-
when he did the interpretive dance in Old School.
Yeah. Well, there's this one part that sticks in my brain where he closes his juggling routine by throwing the ball in the air and doing a 180 or 360 and then
Yeah.
catching it. I was like, hey, Brendan, I bet you that one of us will be the first to do an interpretive dance and end on that move.
He had like these like rules he was like applying to. He's like, you have to be doing the interpretive dance for at least 10 seconds before you even attempt the move. Like you have to find the beat. So then I'm like,
By the way, I had like 30 ounces of bourbon that day.
oh yeah, his whole crew was like, had already peaked on the drunk and was now on like this is cool.
Yeah.
This is cool. Like kind of on the other side of the peak. And I was still like ramping up because my family had just left. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what I need? $17, $20 beer.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfair because we bought lots of rounds.
Oh yeah, remember
The
how
whole
often we
time.
kept running back?
Yeah, so to say that I was on the downturn is unfair. I was a downturn from liquor to Michelob Ultras.
we did probably get at least 6-7 more beers in us in the time just we were
Yeah,
hanging.
it was like $500 in that 2 hours.
we're putting it down. We're doing work because wristbands, bink,
Yeah.
bink. It's
Bring-
free.
No,
Yeah.
no, I remember I had to be like, Joy, can I have the credit card?
Oh, that's right.
Because
You-
the beer dude wouldn't.
Oh yeah, they
wouldn't
had
take wristbands.
anything in a tent used wristbands. But if you came across one of those like random dudes with a cart,
Oh, yeah.
that was credit card or cash, which was weird. And then Dave took a bunch of Sprouts. I didn't even know Sprouts were a thing. They're little shits that clip on your hat, and it's just like a stupid little like piece of like fake
I
plastic
forgot about that.
plant.
What's
like-
the point?
I don't know. Fish heads are all wearing them.
Okay.
And so Dave's like, oh, hell yeah, look, Sprouts. And there's this big cup of Sprouts. And so he's just grabbing fuck tons of Sprouts.
I grabbed one Sprout.
Yeah. And then I look and there's a sign and it says tips for Sprouts. And
I
I'm like,
tipped that motherfucker like $40 already.
maybe not in that moment though. All I know is I see Sprouts coming out and then I'm like, well, I want a stupid Sprout and put it on my hat. And then I see the fucking jar. And then I'm like, oh crap. I look him up. All I have is fives. And I was like, well, $5 for a 1 cent sprout on my hat. And then so Dave sees the 5 goes in and goes, and then one for everybody. I mean, I got you. You helped me get my money's worth.
Yes. So we had a competition.
You had a dance off.
The competition was who's the first person that could pull off the do your interpretive dance. When you end your dance and you're facing in one direction, you throw the glow stick straight up in the air as best you
So
can.
you were physically throwing the glow stick and catching it.
And hammered.
360 and catch it. And I got really close. It bounced off my hands twice. Could not close the deal. Brendan
I closed.
Yeah, you are.
cradled it in his forearm,
A catch is a catch.
which on further review,
Did he make an interpretive dance move after the catch?
Actually,
here's his argument, and it was very compelling. He's like, don't tell me that if you had done that, you wouldn't claim that as a catch. And I was
Yes.
like, no.
he's like, 100% I would. But that's
100%.
me.
You beat me in my own game.
I figured out the whole hook. The
It bounced off my fingers twice, and he caught it in his forearm muscle.
Yeah.
Problem is,
But he was greased too, so that made it harder.
It's even harder. The problem is that we were doing it for the sake of catching it. We weren't allowing ourselves to get lost in the music.
Yeah, you have to feel
No,
it.
that's why I said you had to have 10 seconds of interpretive
I understand
dance.
that, but those 10 seconds were forced
You were rushing through those 10 seconds.
just to get to the point where you could throw it.
Well, by
and
the way,
spin.
the first throw of Brendan's hit somebody.
They were Fish fans. They loved it. They loved it.
Were y'all had a crew with you watching this?
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
two years ago, we stayed in the real Gen Pop tent campers.
Ooh.
And you get to know your tent camper friends very well,
Yeah.
neighbors very well. So we met these 2 women and their 2
2 years
daughters
ago?
2 years ago from West Virginia, and we hung out
Yeah.
because in the tent by 9 a.m. you cannot sleep in because
Yeah.
you are getting baked.
Yeah.
So we would head in and so we reached out to them and said, "Hey, are you guys going?" They're like, "Hell yeah, let's do it."
So y'all like exchanged numbers and kept
yeah,
up with them.
yeah, totally. So they're still tent campers.
Yeah.
We're slightly elevated from them, but we made sure to run into them, and they had chair passes. We only had a blanket, and so we would find where you could plant your chairs for the main stage as soon as you walked in. So we'd find them, put our blanket down, stake it down.
So you had like
Oh, is that all those people you introduced me to?
Yeah. Well, no, Brad and Mandy are.
No, I knew them.
Yeah.
But there
And
was
then-
one time you brought me over and there were like 6 people there. And I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know these people.
Yeah, those are our West Virginia fans,
Nice.
friends.
I like that. Okay.
Yep.
So you had property. You had a spot you could always retreat
We had
to.
an estate.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, like camper standards. Mm-hmm. It's gross.
So
I would have
anyway,
I would have gone back to my camper multiple times throughout the day. I would have been eating there. I would have been resting there, sitting down, catching a little AC.
But you wouldn't have been. You're not there for the music. Like I had. Our whole day was.
I don't
mapped
like
out.
listening to music I don't know and necessarily like. Like I can't believe you guys liked every band that was there.
no, I didn't.
No, God, no. You know who
Yeah.
stinks? You know who stinks?
But you like.
Poo Poo Dolls.
Oh God, that was awful.
The Who?
Goo Goo Dolls.
They suck.
So, oh my God, they sucked when they were.
They had
They
some
didn't
hits.
suck when they would play their hits. They would
They
do a
sucked.
fine job. But like,
Sucked.
nah, wasn't for me.
And that dude, it looks like his face has been reconstructed.
Yeah.
Fairly well. I mean, it's extremely tight.
Yeah.
Like
He's had a lot of peels.
It's weird.
it's odd. It's a pretty plastic face. Like
But
you
there's-
could play quarters on his face.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying is like if there's a band I don't want to see, like I'll be like, I'm gonna go grab a sandwich and chill for a little bit.
Well, yeah, you can do that, and you can chill in like a bluegrass.
But there's 5 stages going on.
Yeah.
Well, at any given moment, there's 3 stages playing music. And then one place where you could go listen to Jim Gaffigan, like just doing
Do
a
a set?
podcast with his buddy. So like you have 4 different options for entertainment at any time, and there's never a gap. Of
Yeah,
more
there's
than
no
5
downtime.
minutes.
Yeah, when you were
So-
at the beginning of Sturgeon, I was Sturgill. I was
Sturgeon Simpson.
Yeah.
I,
He's the fish version,
Exactly.
Get it?
You get it.
the
You
jam version.
Yeah. Sturgeon Simpson is the jam version of Sturgill. That's my favorite.
I
line
was
of the
watching the Pixies, which I never thought I'd ever see those guys.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
night. Yeah, I missed them.
You should have gone.
I caught the shows I needed to catch.
But then we caught Sturgeon the last
You
hour.
caught a sturgeon?
I caught a sturgeon. though,
Nice.
dude. It's crazy. I caught a crappie
At least you didn't catch any crabs.
that we know of.
Well, I'm glad y'all had fun.
Definitely had fun. It was a blast. It's just
The daughter had fun.
she had a blast, man. She really did. Like she was excited. A lot of like the earlier bands, like she's aware of because they're up and coming, and she's still cool. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like, she was like, "We gotta go see." Like,
Definitely not cool.
she's like, "We gotta go see Flatland Cavalry."
Who was that little TikToker that would do the fucking parkour on stage?
Benson Boone. Okay,
That was lame.
fuck no. Benson Boone.
So lame.
I know he came from the America's Got Talent universe, and like, I shouldn't like this dude. That dude was fantastic.
Except it's funny because two different experiences. Brendan and his family, and your daughter is of the generation that loves that guy.
No,
Yeah.
she goes, "I can't believe I'm seeing Benson Boone. My friends and I always make fun of him."
Oh.
And when she came out of that show, she was like,
He doesn't sing?
"Oh, he sings."
Oh, okay.
But when she came out of that, she was like, "Nah, he's amazing."
So they were at the very front of the stage, and we were in the same location that we were for everything, including fish and
Yeah.
Sturgill. And
It's sturgeon. You sound stupid.
we sent a snippet of video to Elle, my daughter, and she was like, "Ew, like everyone makes fun of that guy."
That's
And the energy from everywhere, the 90% that wasn't the 10% right in front of the stage, was just like, look at this moron doing flips off the stage and
he rocked.
singing in cursive and just
Curse.
fucking sucking. And that dude picked up, he didn't pick up on the front row energy. He picked up on the back row
Yeah.
energy. And he's like,
Yeah.
how come you guys don't like me? And we're like, oh my God,
That's-
you're such a fucking pussy.
That's desperation.
Literally
That's
not what he
gross.
said. He said, "I recognize that many of you are not here to see me."
I recognize many of you don't like me.
That's not how he said it.
Sounds like him.
Here's a flip.
Dude, he was sick. You know what the problem was with that show is the Lumineers had the way they do their stage is they put a long piece of stage that juts out
Oh.
about 20 yards. And so the Lumineers will go out there so that they can be surrounded by crowd.
Yeah.
They're the headliners. They were on that stage. So they constructed this long ass peninsula
Yeah.
that sticks out off the stage, but it juts out into the VIP area, which now, if you think about it, 80% of what you can use for through traffic to get out of the VIP area or out of the crowd to the lawn or from the other stage all the way across into the lawn is now gone
Yeah.
because there's a wall there and there's people crowded against it. So when Benson Boone came out, everybody was trying to leave from the other stage because they were like, "I don't want to see this child
Yeah.
do this thing." So they're trying to leave. But now the area that allows for thoroughfare is from here to that wall
Yeah.
instead of from that wall to my house.
Yeah.
So everybody has to funnel into this
Bottlenecking.
little area. And we made the mistake of I was like, "Hey, let's just hang out on the fence. That way we don't have to deal with the crowds." Turns out the crowds came to us.
Yeah.
And people couldn't get through. And then there's like crushing and crushing. And finally, like my daughter and my wife are like kind of getting panicked. And I'm like, "Fuck, I don't really know what."
That's why she liked it.
Why weren't
It's
y'all
a-
in the VIP
adrenaline
part?
rush?
We are. So the VIP is the first 20 yards. And then there's a fence with a lane in between for
And then the
security to do
pours.
stuff. And then there's another fence. And then the front row of the pours are there.
Yeah.
So the closest they can get is that. But because they'd cut off this thoroughfare, everyone had to cram through this bottleneck. And it got kind of hairy, like for real at one point, because everyone's trying to leave and they can't get out. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's only one exit.
Because they're being
VIP.
tortured by this TikToker.
Most of them don't want to see it. They had just
I
watched.
can't get out fast enough.
Yeah.
They had just watched like Cage the Elephant.
are bleeding.
The Cage the Elephant fans are not the Benson Boone.
Yeah.
fans. So they're like, I can't get out. And I'm up against the fence thinking this will be the chill spot. Crushed. Fortunately, I had a dude, Shooter, who had a busted leg. So he was on one of them scooters. So it jutted out a little. And I positioned Shooter right in
Also,
front of me.
Brendan's arms wouldn't fall to his
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
I can't put my
He
arms
takes up a
down.
lot of space.
Yep.
At one point, I see like the panic on my daughter's face. And I'm like, I turn to the security guard who's like behind the fence. And I'm like, dude, we need some relief. Like now. Like we need to start moving people over this fence and letting them use your
Yeah.
private lane here. And he's looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, bro, we need relief.
Yeah.
And then there's this like old lady like standing next to me like, seriously? And I was like, pull her the fuck out. And so then dude has to get up and he starts humping people over.
Yeah.
And when people see this, now I've become the outlet valve in the bottleneck.
Yeah.
So now I'm humping people over the fence. So I missed a couple songs just pulling people over the fence with the security guy so we could get enough people out so that through
Did you
traffic.
get your wife and
could
daughter
continue.
over the fence?
Nah, fuck no. We're gamers.
Okay.
So that actually opened up a little bit of room.
Yeah.
But I've probably spent 10 minutes humping people over a fence.
That's the first time I've ever heard anyone describe they almost got crushed by the people leaving.
Yes. Yeah. No, that's what was happening. Because Benson Boone and Cage the Elephant should never meet. You know what I mean? Cage the Elephant's a genuine rock band, and they did a great job. But Benson Boone is like, not. Mm-hmm. And so it was all little kids. And it got...
You got trampled by 14-year-olds.
Yeah, it got ugly. It got ugly fast. No, I got trampled by old fucks leaving Cage the Elephant. So it really kind of screwed up the whole vibe. That was the only time in the whole thing I felt crowded. And then I assume when Lumineers were on and using that part of the stage, everyone was staying put any damn way. So it wasn't it wasn't a problem. It was just this moment during Benson. And the Reddit threads have been all over. Like, that was dangerous. What are you guys doing? And they were like, yes, we realize now it was a mistake to allow this peninsula to stick out into what is a thoroughfare.
Interesting.
It was the only bad.
Yeah. Only
Outside-
bad experience?
Honestly, outside of that, it was a very well run festival. I thought it was pretty good.
I'm glad y'all had fun.
We certainly did.
We did.
I feel like I had 100 stories I wanted to tell. And I have,
Only told 7.
I've like forgotten a lot of them.
Oh, you got some cigars.
The Pappies, the Flying Pig.
You did not go to Buffalo Trace, which was 7 minutes out of your way.
I tried, but I was 5 days after we left here, multiple hours into many a journey and exhaustion, and there were 2 women in my car who were like, if you turn that fucking wheel. I was like, okay, I'll keep driving. So I kept driving the Grand Wagoneer, the single greatest American SUV ever made.
Did you rent that for the show?
No, because of some mishaps with some vehicles. I happen to have a rental car at the moment. I'm down.
Well, did you rent the Wagoneer just for the trip?
So, with insurance, when you lose a car, they give you like a per diem, like for a rental car. At least my insurance does. They're like, you have this much money. And so it's been a couple weeks, and I just sat on it and drove around in my old 85 truck, made that my daily. But then I had a work trip to Maryland, and then I had to go to this trip. So I was like, you know what? I should get a car that'll be like a good hauler for a road trip.
Yeah.
And I get there, and they're like, all we have is pickup trucks and that. And it was the fucking Jeep Wagoneer. What a gigantic vehicle that is.
Yeah, but it's plush, right?
It's plush.
That's awesome.
It was amazing. Plus, with my back being all thrown out, I could put the lumbar there and only heat my back. Like, I had every option at my disposal. And that thing apparently does 0 to 60 in the 5s.
Wow.
It's a twin turbo 6-cylinder engine that flies.
16 miles to the gallon.
miles to the gallon doesn't matter. Nobody cares about that shit. It would go 550 miles on a tank,
Whoa.
but a tank holds a lot of gas.
Yeah.
A lot of gas.
Oversized tank.
But as you look at the gauge, you're like, this thing gets amazing gas mileage. Like, we've been driving for hours. We don't need to fill up. It's because you put $120.
Yeah.
But man, that was a great vehicle. I loved it. I literally brought the Yeti cooler for no reason because there's plenty of room in the back. I dropped the third row and just had this cavernous room with a full Yeti cooler.
Nice.
Full of beers, full of Gatorades, full of Monster Energies and Alanis and Blooms and all the things you could want. A case of water, we'd just be throwing them in there. And the center console was so big that I had full-size bags of Sun Chips, big old things of nuts, different nuts.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Different brown ones,
Zins.
yellow ones.
Just stacks of Zins. And I was calling it the Wawagoneer. Because anything you needed was already in it.
Yeah.
So like every morning I'd wake up and be like, I'm gonna head to the Wawa and head out, grab a couple cold drinks, grab a fresh tin of Zin.
Did y'all have one room?
Yeah.
Did you swing by the Zen tent?
Only when I saw you there, but I never went into the Zin tent.
$1 cans.
Oh, man.
But there was a line. Every time I went by.
Not
there was
when
a
I went
line.
in.
When you were standing outside,
Oh, Joy went in.
there was already like a little bit of a line. I was like, I'm not going to fight this.
How was sharing a room with the two ladies?
I mean, outside of me having to crap a lot, kind of uneventful. Because like how
y'all
I,
weren't there a lot?
Well, how I live is really irrelevant. It's like I have a bag in the corner
Yeah.
and a flannel comes out and a new pair of underwear. And then the old flannel and underwear goes in the corner. And
Yeah.
It's like same shorts, different flannel around my waist and like out the door. So like the only thing I would change is a hat. Today I'm in a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Today I'm in a camo hat. Like that's
Which one did you get hit on more with? Cowboy.
Yeah. Man, this is a tough decision.
He's like, let me
Got hit
let me count on my fingers.
I got hit on so much, it's hard to really narrow it
I
down.
wouldn't call it being hit on.
How many dudes wanted to suck you off based on hat?
That's not.
Well, are we counting wanted to or did? Two different numbers.
The latter's definitely cowboy. No, I don't know. It's relevant.
He was so proud getting hit on.
Oh, yeah.
And
Why would you not? Let's
can't
be honest.
blame him.
Let's be
I
honest.
can't- I can't
If you
blame
spend
you.
6 days a week in the gym, you're busting your ass, and then somebody comes up and they're like, "That's what I'm talking about." You're like, "Thanks for noticing," because my
Yeah.
wife ain't said a fucking word.
it's
Yeah.
like lifting your truck. No chick gives two fucks.
Yep.
But the dudes are like, I might have sex with you now.
Yeah.
That
Like-
truck is pretty
Like
sweet.
that truck. It is the same thing. You pull up somewhere in your truck that you put all this money in, and then someone goes, "Man, I like that truck." You go, "Thanks." That's all it is.
It is crazy how girls don't seem to care about that.
They don't give a fuck about
stage,
that.
At some stage.
They care that it's in good condition, and if it's a luxury brand
Yeah.
or sports brand, they're like, okay, I got it. But once you put magnesium rims on for $4,000, they don't know
No.
shit about that. But the dudes are like, oh,
Especially like,
Yeah.
let me suck you off right now.
if you do
It's-
anything under the hood, that's a total waste.
Right, total waste.
Total waste. But it's like, hey, I lowered it and put new rims on it. They're like, I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
But your buddies are like, looks good. It is weird because we think the women are going to notice immediately. How
Yeah.
could they not?
Yeah.
I've invested all this.
It's like women buying shoes. All the dudes are going to go crazy because I have $500 shoes on.
Well, I guess
Nope.
I
Yeah, and
guess
I'm like,
both.
ooh, is that side boob?
I guess both.
Is that areola?
Yeah.
I guess both sexes do have a version of that. Like a lot of the women get dressed so other women notice how good they
Yes.
look. Not so much the men. Like we like girls that look like girls next door just as much as we like the fully made up chick.
Why would I not?
Yeah.
Why would I not?
Yeah, all you have to do is show a little side boob and or a little areola, and we're pretty much in.
We're not complicated.
Yep.
No.
You do not have to spend a lot of money.
No.
No. So yeah, I genuinely don't mind who the hell says looking good. I go, fuck
Well,
yeah.
Brendan, you looked fantastic.
Yes, especially in that one pick.
Apparently, I was flexing the whole time.
Yeah.
You were.
What's
So
not?
you got a full workout every day.
Yeah, literally, you came home just exhausted. Oh,
He was like checking his watch like on the volleyball court in Top Gun.
Yeah. That's right. I get it.
that's how it's done, though. I think that's, come on.
Is there another way to check your watch?
Yeah, I know.
I'm confused.
Playing with the boys.
Yeah.
Checking my watch. What the hell? Yeah. Oh,
No, go run it back.
that's not how you do it. That's the game. Sorry, there's always a
I
little
need
football.
11 and a half.
You're not
We're at
getting
7.
You're not getting 11 and a half.
I need a touchdown.
Unless there's an absolute mistake. Oh, we
Gambling.
may have to watch the end of this.
Yep.
Well, Dave, it was great hanging with you at Bourbon and Beyond, man. That was a lot of fun. Troy, I would love for you to make the journey sometime.
I was never going to go to a music festival, and that's probably the last one I would go to.
You should go to Floyd.
I would go to Floyd. I've been to Floyd,
There
but
you go. Go to a nice, easy one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, in defense of festivals, it depends. Like when, like the last one I went to, last
I would have
week-
to like most of the musicians.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, when you went to Bourbon and Beyond in 22, it was your favorite band of all time headlining. Like,
It was.
You
And
can't miss that.
It was amazing. And with other bands that I'm like,
Hanson?
2 nights.
Dude.
No,
you don't
like-
get to see that very
Like
often.
Troy, you would Ocean's Calling would
Yeah, I like a
do
lot of those
very
bands.
well for
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
because the bands just fit right into when you were like, this is the best music ever made.
Yeah.
Like, you should cut your teeth with that.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, you'll find yourself listening to shit you've never heard of, and you're like, oh, I like the vibe.
I like hearing new music. I like hearing openers when I go see a band, but I wouldn't want 4 days of openers I've never heard of in hopes I like a few of them.
And you might, though. Like, Flatland Cavalry is the modern James Taylor mixed with a little, like, country bluegrass vibe. And
Nice.
I didn't know what to make of them. And then I saw them, and I was like, I totally get it. It, like, changed everything for me.
And then there's Yachtly Crew.
That
He
would have been
loves,
awesome.
he loves Yachtly Crew.
That was they had the best energy and crowd control of any act there.
I believe it.
There's a shitty little bluegrass band that was playing in the Bourbon tent called Top House. I am going to see Top House.
Nice.
They're coming here in like a month or two. They're playing at the Broadberry
We'll go with you. Joy loves bluegrass.
on a Friday night. This dude on the violin was this like he's a rotund violin player who would get so into it that he would throw himself on the ground and kick his legs and spin around while jamming the violin.
I bet he does it every show.
Of course he does. It was clearly something he's done before. But to see it, I was like, this is what's up. Like, I'm going to go see that bluegrass band when they come through here in a little venue.
I'd be down for that. I like bluegrass.
Like, those dudes rocked. And they were one of those that like came out of left field where like, I don't even know what this is. There's another dude, Josiah and the Bonnevilles. This motherfucker was the most heartfelt thing. Remember that dude who sang Rich Men from Richmond?
Yeah.
And he has
Oliver Anthony.
Yes, Oliver Anthony. And he had that kind of vibe about him, but he was like humble and like you could tell like he was just a dude.
Yeah.
That's what Josiah and the Bonnevilles was. And I assume the Bonnevilles were the band.
Yeah.
There's no band.
That's awesome.
It's a dude in a guitar who during COVID was working in an Amazon warehouse, just trying to like make ends meet, going through a breakup, living with his parents because his dream of music just wasn't working out. And then since then has kind of blown up a little bit because he covered one song and it went YouTube famous and then everyone discovered the rest of his catalog. He was one of those guys where I show up at this little side stage because I wanted to see him because I'd heard the cover. Now, I just thought he did covers. Went and saw him and it's like, it's this smaller crowd, but every motherfucker knows every word. And it's like old minor ladies. Like you could tell like, these people like come from like genuine Appalachia and he's singing about Appalachia and like they know every word and they're like living and dying with this guy. And when you see that kind of like energy coming from a crowd, you're like, he's got it, whatever it is.
Old lady energy.
Got it.
He's got it. But he's pulling it out of a place of factory work in Appalachia. And he's heartfelt. He's like, thank you guys so much. Like, I can't believe this is happening. He's like, I'm hoping to have a band the next time you guys see me. Like, he's still at that stage. But like, Troy, you find something like that and it's like, you see it. You see
but
it
I'm not
happen.
gambling $10,000 on that.
It's not 10,000. You can sneak some liquor in there.
Yeah, it all depends on how you do it.
I definitely saved a couple $100 a day.
I'm certain.
Sure you did.
I'm certain you did. And I'm upset with myself for not doing it. But I was also pacing myself and not having a bottle of bourbon in my pocket probably helped me a lot for like saving face around my daughter.
Oh, good point.
You know what I mean? Like if I'd been drinking bourbon in the sun all day and then like she sees me shit myself at a Benson Boone concert, like
As you're
That's
getting
a core
squeezed.
memory.
it's a core memory and
Yeah.
not one I want.
Not a good one.
It's the one that comes up in therapy. You know, my dad was my hero till I saw shit running down his leg while he laid there amongst a crowd during a bottleneck at Benson
But you
Boone.
wouldn't be laying there. You'd be pushing people over the fence and just
No.
have stuff running down your leg at the
The
same time.
memory that she saw was me like helping, and that's good. Yeah, no one saw me like dying except for you and your wife late night after everybody left, and I apparently walked the wrong direction.
But you got home.
I did get home. I did have some guy go, "You good, dude?" on the walk home, and I was like, "I'm giving it my best, champ."
That's awesome.
And
A
he was
totem
like,
says to walk this way.
the worst part is he's like 23.
Everyone else is walking the other way.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to be back. We're alive.
Yes.
Let's get through another good weekend.
And I can't wait to wear my Bears hat to the Pallet House. 'Cause I missed week
You'll
one.
be a hit.
I can't wait for you to do it too. I just hope we beat the Cowboys this weekend.
The who?
It's a band,
A band.
band from Dallas.
The Cowboy Boons.
That's the ones. I think it's Sturgeon Cowboy. I believe it is. Now, thank you all so much for tuning in. Thanks for bearing with us last week. It's because Dave and I couldn't pull it together to get an episode out.
Our marriage was on the upswing.
Don't put it on Dave.
I can put it on whomever I want.
Dave would have found time.
Dave would have found time. It just
true.
wasn't going to fit into my time.
We
Just
could
like-
have done it during the interpretive dance, and it would have been fine.
That would have been a dope episode.
That's what I'm saying.
That would have been good. Look,
You'd have heard slurring.
after 10 years, we get a best of. That's our second best of ever.
Yep.
Ever. In 10 years.
It should have been the okay of.
The okayest of.
Yeah.
Wow, Dave.
The best of would have had Dave. Is
The
what he's
last
saying.
best of, I really did take the time to like splice together my favorite parts of three different episodes.
Right.
This was just an episode.
Phoning it in.
Quite literally. Thank you for noticing. If you haven't had a chance to rate or review, please do so. If you have topics, you can send them to insidethepallethouse@gmail.com. If, what do we do? If you have too much discretionary money, you can always send it to our Venmo.
At Inside the Pout House.
If you need a mortgage and you live in Georgia or Virginia, do yourself a favor and head over to screendoormortgage.com. Jimmy will take care of you. Just let him know that Inside the Pallet House podcast sent you.
That's the
If-
least you could do.
It's literally all we're asking. If you
And
need a pair of sunglasses,
Rates are down. You can say that.
I don't,
The Fed has cut rates
in general.
in general.
Okay.
Rates are down.
All right.
Not advertising.
Just stay away
Just
from him.
pointing out. Sorry, Jimmy. Just pointing out facts.
He never appreciates when you do that.
That's true. It's like I'm married to him.
If you need a pair of sunglasses, head over to nectarsunglasses.com and drop ITPH in the coupon code. They're damn good looking sunglasses at a damn good price, but now it's 20% cheaper.
And they want to sit on your face.
See, you can say that because Nectar doesn't have the regulatory things. It's a totally different thing. And Sean thinks that shit's funny. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.
2 weeks ago, Troy did not say,
That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?
I did, though.
no one did.
Oh, it didn't get said at all?
No one said it.
That's weird.
I said it on the last TFE.
You did.
That's what I thought you were referencing.
Oh no, the last one. Never mind. Let me get ready. Brendan, do you have any queens?
Go fish. I knew that one.
I didn't get it.